in my opinion, one of the easiest digital side hustles you can start in 2026. And before we get into this video, I want to show you something. Yesterday, Sunday, I wasn't sitting in an office, I wasn't clocked in somewhere, I wasn't working for a boss, and I made a $900 sale on a Sunday. Now, I'm not showing you that to impress you, right? I'm showing you that because a few years ago, I didn't know how to do any of this. I didn't start out as a digital marketer. I didn't have some huge online audience waiting to buy from me. I was simply someone who wanted something different from my life. I wanted more freedom, more time, more choices. And most importantly, I wanted to stop spending my life building someone else's future and start building my own. And that's exactly what led me to digital marketing. So if you're sitting there thinking, I would love to make money online, but I have absolutely no idea where to start, this video is for you. Let me introduce myself if we haven't met yet. Hi, I'm Alana, and I started my online journey in 2023. And when I started, I wasn't looking to become some internet guru. I wanted more freedom. I wanted to be able to spend more time with my husband. I wanted to travel more, but I couldn't do that while I was still working a full-time job. I wanted to go to the beach when I felt like going to the beach. I wanted my own time, and I was tired of that idea that somebody else should decide when I work, when I take leave, how much money I can earn, and when I'm allowed to live my life. That's what started this journey for me. And today, I run my own online business through digital marketing. Was everything perfect from day one? Absolutely not. I had to learn, I had to grow, I had to become comfortable doing things I had never done before in my life. But that's also why I'm making this video. Because if you're looking at people online and you are thinking, that's great for them, but I could never do that. I want to show you that you can learn this. You don't have to know everything before you start. You simply have to be willing to start. So how do you actually make money online? Let's make this incredibly simple. If you want to make money online, something has to be sold, right? A product, a service, education, a digital product, something of value has to be exchanged. That's how business works online and offline. But this is where some people get stuck because immediately they start thinking, what am I supposed to sell? Do I have to create my own product? Do I need thousands of followers? Do I need a website? Do I need to become an affiliate? And suddenly something that could be simple becomes completely overwhelming. But there are different ways to earn online. You can do affiliate marketing, you can create your own digital product, you can sell physical products, you can offer services, you can build courses. There are so many possibilities. But the model that changed things for me was digital marketing and digital education. Why digital products? One of the things I love about digital products is that there is no physical inventory sitting in your house. You're not packing boxes, you're not standing at post offices, you're not ordering stock. You're not worried about products breaking during delivery. Everything happens digitally. And once I understood that, I started seeing online business completely different. But there's another part that is extremely important. You can have the greatest product in the world, but if no one knows it exists, if no one knows about you, you don't have a business. You need to learn how to market it. And that is really what digital marketing is. You learn how to get the right offer in front of the right person. Not everybody, the right person. You don't need to chase people. This was a big one for me. Because when people hear online business, they sometimes immediately imagine messaging every person they know. Like, hey girl, haven't spoken to you in 20 years, how are you? And 5 messages later, boom, business opportunity. No thank you. That is not how I wanted to build my business. I didn't want to chase people. I didn't want to pressure friends and family. And I did not want to convince somebody to buy something that they didn't want. Instead, I learned how to create content that attracts people who are already looking for a solution. There's a huge difference. When someone is already searching for ways to make money online, work from home, create another income stream, have more time with their children, or eventually leave their job, you don't have to convince them that they want more freedom because they already do. Your job is to show them that another possibility exists. And then automations changes everything. This is one of my favorite parts of online business because your business doesn't necessarily stop working because you stop working. Remember that $900 sale I mentioned right in the beginning of this video? That happened on a Sunday, and that is what excites me about this business. It's not simply the $900. It's what that sale represented. It represented the possibility of creating a business that isn't completely dependent on you physically being somewhere every hour of the day. Your content can still be working because it's online. Your website can still be working. Your emails can still be working. And your automated system can still be working. Someone can discover you while you are having dinner, while you're spending time with your family, while you are sleeping, while you're at the beach, or yes, even on a Sunday. And that, my friend, is the difference between simply creating another job for yourself and learning how to build an online business. But people don't always buy immediately, and that's perfectly normal. Think about your own behavior online. How many times have you seen something, looked at it, left, gone back, watched another video, read another email, and then decide to buy? People need information. They need trust. They need to understand what they are buying. And they need to decide whether it's right for them. That's why learning things like content marketing, funnels, email marketing, and automations can be so powerful. Your system continues communicating even when you're not sitting behind your laptop. That is the shortcut that I found. One of the biggest obstacles for beginners is thinking they have to create everything themselves. Create a course, build a website, write emails, figure out marketing, create funnels, set up automations, learn social media, learn sales. It's enough to make anybody say, you know what, I'll start next year. But I discovered that you don't necessarily need to reinvent the wheel. There are digital educational programs where you can learn the skills of digital marketing while also learning how to build actual business. That means you're not spending months trying to piece together random information from 700 YouTube videos. You have a roadmap. And for somebody starting from scratch, having that roadmap can make an enormous difference. Now, what you are really learning, and this is something I want you to understand, you're not simply learning how to sell a product. You're learning a skill set. You are learning how to market online, how to create content, how to build an audience, and how to generate leads. You are learning how email marketing works, how automations works, how funnels works, and how to communicate an offer, how to build multiple streams of income. Those are skills that you can take with you. And once you understand these skills, your possibilities becomes much bigger. You can eventually create your own digital products. You can do affiliate marketing. You can promote other offers. You can build another business. You can help businesses with their marketing. That is huge because you've learned something incredibly valuable: how to market online. This is about more than making money. Yes, of course, the money matters. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it doesn't matter. That $900 sale on Sunday matters. But do you know what matters to me even more? What the money allows me to do? Freedom, time, choice. Being able to spend time with my husband, that is the most important thing to me. Being able to travel, being able to go to the beach, being able to build something that belongs to us, being able to wake up and know that I'm building my future, not somebody else's. That's why I started, and that is why I still do it. Maybe you are where I was. Maybe you are working long hours. I used to work 40 hours a week for a boss. Maybe you are earning a salary, but somehow there never seems to be enough at the end of the month. Or maybe you are using credit to cover what your salary doesn't. Maybe you are missing time with your family that you know you're never going to get back. Or maybe you're sitting at work thinking, surely there has to be more to life than this. Now, let me just tell you, there is. But nobody is going to walk into your life and build it for you. At some point, you have to decide you are willing to learn something new. You don't need to know everything today. You don't need thousands of followers. You don't need to be a tech expert. You don't need to have your entire future figured out. You just need a place to start. Your life can look very different. I started this journey on the 8th of August 2023. I couldn't see everything that would happen from that decision. I simply knew that I wanted something different. And yesterday, on a Sunday, a $900 sale came into my business. That's why I keep talking about this, because sometimes one decision introduces you to an entirely different life. If you're watching this because you have been searching for a way to make money online or create another stream of income, don't just keep consuming information forever. Learn, ask questions, understand the business, and then make a decision about whether this path is right for you. Because you can spend another year wondering whether online business works, or you can spend that year learning how it works. And those two decisions can lead to a completely different place. I'll leave the information below this video so you can take a closer look at what I do, how the business works, and how you can get started. And if this video helped you, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be sharing much more about digital marketing, making money online, building an online business, and creating a life with more freedom. Remember to hit the notification button for more content like this, and remember to grab your free blueprint PDF below. I will see you in the next one.